All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You are joining the author Andrew Snorton, and this is our weekly edition of the Fast 15. As many of you know, usually each and every Wednesday about 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we take a few minutes to kind of pause, check up, check in, enjoy an encouraging note or two from any of the books or audio books, a couple of announcements, and then just close out on a positive note. Sometimes, just when life happens, you might not be able to wait until the end of the day or the beginning of the next day for a moment to kind of pause, reboot, regroup, all those types of things. So, not only hopefully is it helping you, but it does help me because you are ripping and running and all that type of thing, and we forget we need to pause and pump our brakes sometimes. So I thank everybody for taking time to join me. The easiest way to stay connected with me is to add me here on Instagram at AuthorASnorton. And when you click on the link in the bio, it is my link tree, which is linktr.ee/AuthorASnorton. So when you click on the link in the bio, which is my link tree, you can navigate through. You'll see the updated editions of the newsletter, any interviews I've had with different media outlets, the other social media, Facebook, Twitter/X, and YouTube mainly. The website, announcements regarding upcoming events, book signings, and more. And of course, for the coffee lovers out there, the collaborative brand that we have with Fonte's Coffee. So we have all that on there, and we thank each and every one of you for taking time. Before we get into our reading of the day, as you guys know, I always take a moment or two to do acknowledgments. We know that life happens, and there are some people that are dealing with some serious challenges. At this time, I definitely want to ask that you send words of encouragement up for our friends at Fonte's Coffee, as one of the key people there is going through a health battle. So, Leo, get your rest and things along those lines. My sports colleague up in Milwaukee, Kurt Kleba, hey, slow down, get your rest. I know I have to do that sometimes. We've always heard, listen to your body before your body tells you something. So if you or someone is going through that type of situation, please encourage people to pause, get some rest, and reboot, because things can go left or go right at any time. So for anyone that's dealing with any type of physical hurdle to clear, some people are dealing with mental and emotional hurdles, financial hurdles, things of that nature. Whatever you are going through, you have every right to feel some kind of way. But the bigger right you have is take the time you need to pause, reboot, identify constructive means to get through it. So, you don't have to take the Mike Tyson approach where everyone has a plan until they get hit in the mouth, literally, but definitely, please, if what you're going through requires you need professional help or anything along those lines, do not hesitate to get it. There are people that care about you, and there are people that want to see you around and see you flourish. So even though there's a couple knuckleheads in the midst, that's not everybody. So hopefully that'll help someone out there. For people who are going through some positive things, hey, feed off the positives, because you know what it's like to deal with the negatives. So if there's something positive that's taking place, work-wise, a situation that you're going through is a lot calmer, or you see where you're making progress, a new whatever. Some people are doing new music, new artwork, new ventures, a new place to live, all those types of things. So anything positive that's going on, take the time and celebrate it. Don't go over the top with your celebration as best as possible, but celebrate, feed off the positive energy, and then keep it going. We know things can change in an instant, so you want to ride the wave as much as possible. So hopefully that'll be some things to help somebody out. So today, as many of you know, the first Wednesday of the month is when I pull a selection from another author. And I started my journey reading Dr. Blair L.M. Kelly's The Roots of the black working class, black folk, the roots of the black working class. So while I have not finished it, what I've read, I tell you what, this is a great blend of history, family history, looking at how did we get here and what can we do in the present to make much more impactful future. So shouts to Blair L.M. Kelly for this masterpiece that she's crafted. And I want to read a paragraph from the very first, well, actually it's from the second chapter, page 29, because I know she's like, all right, Andrew, I need you to get a move on. I'm going to get it done. I'm really going to get this book done. So I want to read this passage, as this is one of the many things that spoke to me so far. So again, this is from the book Black Folk, The Roots of the Black Working Class by Blair L.M. Kelly. And it reads as follows. Together, in this community, they could imagine other possibilities. They steeled themselves to survive by crafting their own vision and collectively building a faith that was balm for the crippling realities they faced. It was a way of seeing the world, a faith way and moral code, a sense of justice about what was owed for their labor, a belief in their collective strength, a way out of no way that they made together. They knew their value as skilled farmers. After all, it was their knowledge and acumen that built the wealth of others. They imagined that the sweat of their brow might one day provide a way for their own families on their own land. This outlook, developed in the overlooked communities of the black enslaved, would one day come to serve as the cornerstone of America's black working class. Their work, the independence of their outlook, their uniquely African and uniquely American modes of expression born in these spaces and places would carry them forward. And I tell you what, this is just one of the powerful historical reminders, one of the powerful contemporary reminders. And there's a couple of things I just want to reiterate on this. And part of it, they could imagine other possibilities. Now think about individually the other possibilities you can achieve and realize, whether it's tapping into your creative sense, tapping into your business sense, tapping into your academic sense, tapping into what is going on holistically. There are possibilities out there, and you don't need to be limited within the realm of possibility. We know that faith is central in a number of aspects to the Black and the African American community. So having that safe space, a lot of us have heard of safe spaces in regards to artistic expression, safe spaces in regards to articulating some of your fears, your frustrations, but your hopes and your dreams. So the importance of having that safe space to build and nurture and create and do some just amazing individual and collective stuff. They know their value as skilled farmers. After all, it was their knowledge and acumen that built the wealth of others. We forget how much of this country happened to be built by black and brown folk. And not only that, think about other creative things, from the traffic light to the design of Washington, D.C., to the founding of the city of Chicago. And we're just talking about here in America. I know we can go global, but we're just going to limit here to the U.S. There's so many creative and impactful things taking place each and every day. It's kind of heavy. And this is something that's important right here. This outlook, developed in the overlooked communities of the black enslaved, would one day come to serve as the cornerstone of America's black working class. You can make an argument for just about anything that's going on here. Any service, outreach, protest, creative change, things along those lines. So there's so much to discover, rediscover, uncover, ask questions, and tap into more of who you are. So while I have not finished this, and I know this is going to look at a lot of things through the lens of work or socioeconomic status, the lens of history, but also lineage. I tell you what, this is so far a very empowering and timely read. So this is the external book that I'm reading, Black Folk, The Roots of the Black Working Class by Blair L.M. Kelly. So shouts to the author for doing this masterpiece that I'm going to get through and finish, so bear with me. So before I kind of pause and pivot, we got I Am Rooted joining us, and this is a great segue and a great bridge to just a couple of announcements. Last Wednesday, September 27th, an amazing time at Sip Paint Socialize in East Atlanta. I Am Rooted, celebrating 4 years of doing some amazing and creative work, whether it's through the lens of dance, choreography, alternative and creative health. And with this piece, Sip and Flow, it's a quarterly series that we're proud to be a part of, where it is, painting. And if you check my social media, and if you check if for those of you that subscribe, which you ought to, the newsletter, you'll see it's really a lot of fun. Sip and Flow, opportunity for you to paint, opportunity for you to network, opportunity for you to immerse in the arts, opportunity for you to decompress, tap into some of the types of themes that we talked about before. So major shouts to I Am Rooted for coming up with the idea and putting a great creative spin, and shouts to our friends at Paint Sip Socialize for doing really amazing work. So that was back on the 27th. Many thanks to everybody at Fonte's Coffee up in Louisville, Kentucky. As you know, I have a collaborative brand, the AuthorASnorton blend. Right now we have the medium, light, and decaf coffees. We are going to do an infused coffee just during the holiday season. So if you're someone who enjoys that type of thing, be ready, because it's definitely on the horizon. Shouts to the entire team up there. Derek, my roaster, who's doing awesome stuff. The entire Fonte family, of course, prayers and encouragement regarding the health hurdle that you are going to work through. Let's see what is coming up on the horizon right now. October the 21st. I think I have the date right. Yeah, Saturday, October 21st, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. I am scheduled to do a book signing at the campus of Wake Forest University at the main bookstore. The reason why we're saying tentative is that a number of you know I cover the football team, so I'm hoping as long as kickoff is 3:30 or after, the book signing will be on. If not, then we will reschedule it. But right now, just put a soft marking for October the 21st. Let's see. November 4th. Couple things happening November 4th that I definitely want to shout out. November 4th, scheduled to do a book signing at Nubian Bookstore from 12 to 3 p.m. Again, Nubian Bookstore in Morrow, Georgia, from 12 to 3 p.m. Shouts to Marcus Williams and the entire folks out there who are just, awesome. So that will be in November. November the 4th, shouts to our friends of the iconic Iota Zeta Sigma chapter of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. They have their Sigma Lounge event taking place at Piedmont Park. It is a black tie affair. In the past, their events have gone well, and now they are elevating and evolving the experience, and their proceeds are going to support their scholarship programs that take place at Emory University, Kennesaw State, Georgia Tech, not only for their undergrad chapters, but students there. And they have a 4-county service area. So if you've got a youngster who is going to a 4-year or 2-year, definitely want to check them out. But shouts to Tony Gordon. Shouts to the entire team out there. Shouts to I gotta keep that one to myself for now. But shouts to the entire chapter, but for doing some amazing work. October 28th. Make sure to check out the event taking place with A Pure Place. It is the Bill Clark inaugural music scholarship. Make sure to check out what they're doing at Pure Place. Does some amazing work in the community, education-based things along those lines. So October 28th is the scheduled date for their event, but we will keep you informed there. Make sure that you add AuthorASnorton CCS on Instagram. That's where a lot of the press and media stuff takes place, as well as the education-based services. Shouts to some great people at Alcovey High School yesterday. So we had a great session doing, some great things. So there's a lot of amazing and interesting moving parts taking place. So as we get ready to wind down, shouts again to I Am Rooted, doing some great work. Shouts to everybody out there who pops up and what have you. Keep building on the tremendous work you're doing. Again, the simplest ways to stay connected with me are going to be on Instagram at AuthorASnorton. Click on the link in the bio, which is my link tree. That is linktr.ee/AuthorASnorton. That way you can navigate through, read the newsletter that just came out today, the interviews, the articles through Emory Rose Photography. Deidre Walker, thank you so much. Wake Forest University did the Office of Career and Professional Development did a follow-up article. So all that is in the newsletter, and we'll update the link tree so you have the links for especially for the Wake Forest interview. So as we get ready to wind down, as you guys know, sometimes you can't wait till the end of the day. You might need your pick-me-up or a moment to pause earlier. So I hope this is providing that opportunity for you. It's definitely doing so for me. And again, it's a share and exchange. So, hey, it's Dot joining us as we're winding down. So definitely it's Dot. You want to run this back once we post this. Yeah, but like I said, thank you to everybody taking time to pause, check up, check in. Hopefully the notes that we're sharing are keeping you and other people encouraged. And, I was about to say, as we get ready to wind down, and I know sometimes I flip the order around, but the intentions are the same. Whether small or big, a victory is a victory. Whether slow or swift, I'm sorry, just me having a silly moment. Let me start again. Whether small or big, a victory is a victory. Whether slow or swift, movement is movement. So keep it victorious. Keep it moving. And I'm going to look forward to seeing you guys real soon. As always, take good care. Continued peace and blessings.